All right. We're here at episode 255, and as you can see, only one man has had the guts to show up after a big loss against Seattle. We're going to break it down a little bit here. I don't even know if there's much to break down, but we'll get into every thoughts there. We'll hit on some of the Niners season here. Obviously, we'll touch on the Seattle game, and we'll hit on some of the other a wild Buffalo Denver game too. So, Tyler, I appreciate you being able to stand in the fire a little bit, be able to get here, be able to have the conversation. Brian Johnson, where are you at? Where's the guts? Come on, we have to talk. You have to vent. You have to get it out. It's all right. You'll be fine. You'll be good.
Brian, the future is still bright, young Skywalker. The future is still bright. It was a terrible game.
Keep the faith. What happened to the faith? That was Johnson's motto. Where's the faith? You got to be here. We're just teasing him. All right. So what do you think, T? Let's go right to it. You guys lose 41-6, an embarrassing loss in the divisional round. You never had a chance. 7-0 to start the game. 13 seconds in. Gut punch. Absolute gut punch. And then obviously the fumble by Tonjes, and just never got anything going. That 4th and 1 was pathetic. Just kind of your thoughts here.
I mean, a disastrous start to the game. Just absolute worst way you could start a game with a kick return touchdown. Then on a 4th and 1, Kyle Shanahan gets a little too cute, calling some soft ass, give it to Kyle Juszczyk option. What are we doing? I don't want any plays designed for Kyle Juszczyk unless it's a fullback dive or one of those little wheel routes when you want big yards. I don't want big plays going to Kyle Juszczyk making decisions. It's 4th and 1.
That one was a weird one because they kind of had where I was listening to that one on the radio, and it sounded like they had a play to Jennings, but they gave Seattle a timeout, and then
they had a first down. Kyle was pissed for about 3 drives after that.
And then he came back, but it just seemed like the combination of that plus the return, and then the defense wasn't.
And then the fumble, the Tonjes fumble, like they were 11-yard. We get a first down. All right, we're moving. We're only down 10-0. This isn't insurmountable. And then the fumble happens. You're like, all right, well, this doesn't seem to be our day.
Yeah, he just couldn't. And then Brock threw the pick there when you guys got the field goal. Just, I guess Seattle is just the better team this year. And I think they've proven that. And I don't know. I want to give the floor more to you though, because obviously you're kind of the hardcore fan. You were watching it from angle, so I guess just kind of was that the big play though for you? Was the 4th and 1 or the Tonjes fumble? Like, was there a turning point? Was it the kick return?
I mean, it was so early. You could have called it the kick return because we never got really back in the game. We were never in the game. So like is that the turning point? The first play of the game? Like, if you're never back in the game, I guess so. It was a lot of things. Credit to the Seahawks. That defense is legit. Brock Purdy looked like, remember that Patrick Mahomes stat I showed us in the pocket? Like Tom Brady had this perfect dart in like the pocket. Yeah. And his was like a firework. That was Brock Purdy.
He was running
in this game. Just every play is running wild. Like he had the most scramble yards behind the line of scrimmage in NFL history or some crazy stat.
Selfish. No.
I don't know. That's not prime Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy getting the ball out on time, the weapons, and they got to improve those weapons.
Oh, man. I mean, you had the injuries, obviously. Yeah, that were part of it. The defensive line was just too dominant against you guys.
They kicked our ass.
I mean, they got the Purdy immediately. And like you said, when you fumble the ball there, you're just not going to have a chance. So, what do the Niners do? What's the next move, I guess, for them, like to actually build off of this year as just the health, obviously, of Warner Bosa? That automatically bring you guys back in the picture, just adding those 2 guys? And I don't know, like I guess I'm kind of they'll draft well, they'll do their things, but you might lose Saleh. You'll see what happens there. I don't know. Where do you feeling still pretty good about where your team's at here?
Yeah, we have Kyle Shanahan, who once again falls short of the Super Bowl, and that's all he's gonna be like judged for in the future. Like you have to win the Super Bowl at this point. Obviously, you have the X's and O's, but it's Super Bowl or bust until the end of your career. But I believe in Kyle Shanahan. I think he is the guy who can win one or two or three, even if you get the right talent. Their roster is not good enough at this point.
Yeah.
And the young guys could step up, but they need to add a receiver, some real threat, like not some Christian Kirk, Demarcus Robinson type player, like a real guy. You can't do it with the guys they have now. Like they have the explosive. They don't have enough explosiveness in them. Their two best weapons are 33 and 30. When's the last time that's like won a Super Bowl? Yeah. I can't think of one.
The receiving page was a little weak last night when you look at it. He obviously had Tonjes, but he had the fumble, and it looked like he got hurt. McCaffrey, they could never get McCaffrey going, so you knew that was going to be trouble right from the beginning when they couldn't get him going at all. So, yeah, I was hoping you guys were going to be able to put up just a better fight here and just got to give us a little bit of a game. Usually you guys do, and like that's what I realized that this team, you're depleted. I mean, getting past Philadelphia was probably, like you said, your guys were a wild card team. They surpassed what you thought by a little bit. Obviously, going to the next round, being a divisional round team, and I guess they went past your expectations and they got it. They got what I think what you saw coming. And
yeah,
you were hoping. You were hoping, but you were trying to be positive.
After they beat Philadelphia, I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there just is this magical season. Kenneth Walker just ringing all over, like anything. Right tackle. Oh, there's 8 yards. 2nd and 2. They were living at 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, and it's just easier to play football that way when you get 5.3 yards per carry.
Yeah, they just. Oh, I mean, they were running on it like those little toss.
Team dominance every facet.
Yeah, that's the thing that was disappointing to me in the game is that they just didn't show up. That's kind of the way it looked, and then the second half was just a crap show, as you would say, right? That's a total crap show in that regard. There's just too much on our got Jimmy Truded in here far into the bench. There is just too much. Or maybe Nico. There's too much. There's too much of their plan on the IR. I think you should be the petitions for removal of the electric substation.
I'm all for the petition to remove the electrical substation. This has been a story for longer than like the national media has heard it. I've heard this for like 9 months, and people are like, "Oh, this is just phony stuff." But if you look around that substation, all the trees are dead. Like this can't be good. That's all I'm saying.
The trees are dead. Explain this substation to me. I'm not sure what
it's something like I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a sports podcaster. it's like electromagnetic stuff going through soft tissue weakening it. It's kind of what I've gathered, but I'm an idiot.
Did we just bring soft tissue?
Radiation, maybe.
We bring soft tissue to this show. I like it. Hope you're doing, Jimmy. I was watching some of your guys' shorts this morning with the Packers one, and I actually just saw the one before on the Niners one right before you jumped in here. So I hope you guys are doing well. We'll have to we'll have to figure out a time to make it work here. But we did talk Sharks for 20 minutes last week, so we did talk a little hockey too as well on it. Hope you're doing well. I listened to some of the scientists said the amount of waves are 20 times the strength of the radiation of your so maybe there's dead trees, like dead brains.
That's what there are. They're around there. Everything's dead.
Everything's dead on that thing. They can't survive. So I guess what do you want to put your final nail in here? What's your final thought here on the Niners before we'll get back to, but I want to kind of get Broncos Bills too because that was a good game.
I know people say I enjoyed this year. I had a lot of fun watching the 49ers, and I was hard on them because I didn't think they were as good as their record was.
Yeah.
And I thought it was fun to watch. They were entertaining. They gave me a lot of good times. And they went out probably what I thought was a round further than they should have got. But hey, I hats off to them for entertaining me for a year. Hopefully we're back next year. I don't know. I enjoyed the year. I had a lot of fun watching this team. The Mac Jones moment, I don't know, just unsung guys who you weren't expecting to give you what they gave you.
Who do you think's if there's a big player who's gone that you think that is there like a free agent that you're thinking is like that probably be out of here? Or?
Not maybe. I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going. But maybe Trent Williams because of retirement.
Yeah, and then Jennings. You think they solved that situation?
No, he could be gone. Also, I didn't think that was a big guy. I don't know. They need to improve their receivers. I wouldn't want to spend money on guys we already have at receiver.
I did want to show this. I don't know. Like I did want to say this was the play for me, just coming in where I thought this was the play that was the most odd here. I do have a question. I'm not in this camp, but at what point does Shanny start taking the heat for all the playoff losses? I think there does come a point. I think that's because you see that with you saw it with Tony Dungy. You saw it with other guys. I think John Lynch and him are pretty attached at the hip. I would say that's probably Shanahan's greatest thing is that you have a GM that probably won't fire him.
They work well together.
I mean, I think he'd have to have. I think Shanahan would probably have to kind of do what Harbaugh's doing. I think he would get a few more years, but let's say he had 3 more straight wild card round losses, or divisional round losses. I think then is that too much? 3? Maybe it's 1 or 2, but I would think that's where he would really start to feel the heat. And I know that sounds insane because 3 years from now, but I think if you just had 3 more straight with Purdy getting paid and you didn't win a first round, maybe that's when that starts.
I don't even know I think it could be if they go to the wild card and lose next year. The next year he could get fired. So maybe 2 years, I would say. Like if you make it to the wild card and then you miss the playoffs, I could see him being gone. It's just I don't see this as Shanny's fault. Though some of the past ones happened. This one I don't at all.
No, I hear you. If I was going to blame Shady, this would be the only play I said from last night.
Pathetic. I was so upset.
I was like, "What are we doing?" Like with this little, like, then all right, the college option. I was like, "What are we doing?" It's like I was like, it just didn't make sense.
Look how easily they defend this.
I know it's like get a push. I mean, all right, it's a sweep plus another sweep option. It's like
there's a sideline over there. It doesn't go out for endless amounts of time.
Doesn't make sense at all. That play was you're right. That fumble was a killer, but that one
was bad. Also, I mentioned that one. Why we decide he plays for Kyle Juszczyk on 4th and 1 in the NFC division?
Never a good side when you're doing that. Never a good side. Yeah. So that was a big one there. That was a huge play in that game. Especially like I said, they got that timeout awarded to them when it looked like they weren't going to get the timeout awarded to him, and then Shanahan was not happy after that one.
His nose was getting bright red.
Can't do that one. I run split veer 3 plays. It's like Novocaine, just give it time. It'll work. Coach Boone, remember the yes, that's what they tried it. They did try the V, and they got the V. They didn't get it that one. That was like remember the Titans there. Maybe they should have put a third guy, the wishbone back there, the little wishbone action. Put Jennings back there or something. Yeah. So I think that just the combination, just that beatdown was just it was a lot. And I guess the one thing is, and you can't, like you said, you cannot give up a freaking touchdown on a special teams play to start the game on the road.
No.
I mean, you talk about a place on fire, like you want that place to be quiet. I thought that's not going to happen when you do that. No. So I think just that was just icing on the cake, I would say, as they would say, right? Just absolute icing on the cake. And it was off for the Seattle at that point. You guys never just could catch up. Eddie P, thank you for getting you on the board, though. Eddie P got you on the board a couple times there. So they're dead. Niners are officially dead. Seattle moves on. Denver moves on in a crazy game.
Crazy game.
Well, I mean, you were pretty pissed about the calls at the end?
Not pissed. I just don't like games being with AP. The first one I don't think was PI. I thought that was a terrible. The second
there
one
was roughing passer on that play though too.
Okay, give them 15 yards. That's better than 17. Bringing them all the way to the whatever the heck in front. 25. I don't know. Yeah. It didn't. I wouldn't have called it, but the Broncos won. Even the play in overtime. By rule, I think they had joint possession when the guy went down and hit his knee. Maybe he didn't carry out the catch, so that's why. I don't. Okay. The Broncos won. They deserve their.
I was disappointed in the Bills though.
Josh Allen didn't have a good game.
I mean, when they turned it over 4 times, 5 times, maybe it was actually
5, I believe.
Oh my! And then the one in the interception. What did you think of that interception call at the end?
That's what I was talking about. I mean, I think you have to carry out the catch is why the Broncos got the ball instead of
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks and the Bills. Because when his knee hits, it's joint possession. But at that point, has he carried out the full catch? Probably not.
Yeah, that was I don't understand what the and the thing with Allen too. Before I get back to Denver, was they had the chance in overtime. I mean, you really.
Mhm.
I mean, like, and maybe it's not true. This feels like P. Mahomes would have probably got the job done. It just, I don't know. Like, does that make sense? Is that
Yeah.
it feels like they would have got a field goal. He had some throws that he missed there, and I don't know. It's just frustrating. You know who it is. And
What do you think of the waterworks after the game?
what happened? Waterworks.
The old water, he started crying.
And they started crying. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that was. They put their life into this, Tyler. They put their life into this. There's a lot of emotion that goes into. I get that. I get it, but it's in the Super Bowl. But maybe they know McDermott's fired and they're crying for him. He's out. So he's out of here. Denver feels dead though after the ankle injury. Yeah, first was a tricky tack. Second one was undeniable. The second one I agree with. The first one that was kind of a little. I like it OT that they get to play they let the play go because championships need to finish.
And I'm not mad at that either.
What do you think though? Bo Nix is out now. He wasn't very good the second half, and then all of a sudden he has that final drive where he's like hitting everybody.
Before I get to Bo, I just want to give the putter credit in overtime for the great putt. What a play Nodal mentioned that set him up. I don't know when Bo Nix broke his. I think it was literally on the last play, him trying to get in the middle of the field for the field goal kicker. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. That's a rough break. Darren, you've seen a little bit of Jared Stidham in your Raider days.
I think they're in trouble.
I think they have a chance against the Patriots. I think if they play the Texans, Stidham's in a world of trouble.
The Texans defense might be a little much for Mr. Stidham there. I mean, start the game off with a kick return.
It's a great start.
That will help in Denver if you get that. I mean, they will have the home field advantage. I'm sure the defense now will be up even more. Like they know they have to, but it's not like Bo Nix was like this gunslinger that was. So I mean, the defense should know that anyways. But you have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know if I want to see Stidham in the Super Bowl. It's my point. So there is a part of me that would be a little disappointed and kind of disappointed that Buffalo didn't win because of that now, right? You're kind of like, yeah, great. Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. But I'm sure Broncos fans could care less about that whatsoever. I agree about Buffalo firing the coach, though. I kind of brought that up last week if they lost in the wild card round. And, they survived the wild card round last week, and it was a road game, so obviously give them credit for that. But I do think there is some things that need to be changed in Buffalo, and I wouldn't be okay with McDermott going and getting somebody else in there. I mean, that would just be my suggestion, but I don't know. Maybe there's something. I don't know. I feel like they're not creative enough on offense. Or
when do GMs start taking like they're supplying them with zero on like it's the same thing as the 49ers had. Like they're giving them not Dalvin Cook. That's James Cook, who's good.
Yeah.
But once again, you're running Keon Coleman, who can't catch anything.
Yeah, they're not getting anybody. He doesn't have any help.
Sakir, who can't run more than 2 yards. So you have to force Allen. Like. What other I guess you forced James Cook.
He made some bad throws yesterday, though.
No, he didn't play good enough. That's where I'm like, I mean, yeah, you are forcing now, but you're forced by your hands forced to do that almost in these type of games. I'd rather be giving it to Josh Allen 40 times than James Cook.
With Allen,
maybe you try and even it out a little bit, but if Cook's not working,
he ended up 25 of 39. How many Cook end up on the ground? I feel like he had a
good game,
117 yards. I wonder if he's going to get paid yet. Kincaid was okay too, 6 receptions for 83 yards. So they were good. But right, there were some weird calls in that game. Nothing like just some weird moments. Like even or at least the announcers made it seem like on that touchdown earlier, I think it was by Mims or somebody else. Like the ball might have hit the ground, or something like that. And McDermott he called the timeout to see if they would challenge it, and they still didn't challenge it. Buffalo or Denver, excuse me, they didn't challenge that one. So. Just a crazy game that you just kind of like to see end a little bit better from a fan's perspective than a 5-yard field goal or whatever it was. They basically took at the end after the guy throws his helmet down after the goal's white. He gets the penalty, makes it like a chip shot.
Had
at that
enough.
point. I'm out of here. We're not going to be in here anymore. So Buffalo continues to have heartbreak, right? Complete and utter heartbreak. And I'm curious what Broncos fans, what that just, I don't know. It's got to be that's just got to be a gut punch too. Like you're getting to the AFC Championship game and it's like Stidman, like it's just like
when the thing came across my phone, I was like, oh man, that sucks. Like the Broncos lost their quarterback in this like great game where they. That sucked. I mean, you still host the game. I still think they have a chance because their defense can be good.
Yeah.
It just puts them behind the 8 ball and winning 2 games in a row with Stidham. Like, there's no chance Bo Nix comes back in the Super Bowl even. So it's like,
no. Yeah. No.
Like you said, a big gut punch.
I mean, could Elway come back or like Rivers for one? No,
Matt Ryan.
It's magical.
Put your Atlanta job for a week. We need to throw the ball.
Phillips back in the league. He's on Denver now. He's right there. Sean Payne's making a phone call into Drew Brees. He's like, all right, Drew, I just need you to run a couple slants for me right now. So, yeah, I'm sure Drew by this now he'd be having real floaters going on out there. Remember last year we saw moves. So all right, so Denver advances there. Who do you like today in the AFC matchup between Houston and New England?
I'm just going to continue to hate New England and be wrong, maybe. I love the Texans.
Yeah.
I really like I think they're the best. Their defense is unbelievable. The D-line just continues to impress. And the DBs are unbelievable. The guy with the little Pac-Man head, I can't think of number 5, I think is his number.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. And then Singletary.
Yeah,
Derek Stingley. They're good. I love watching them play.
And you got Anderson on the edge there.
Anderson and Hunter.
Yeah. Just killing people there. And they tackle.
And they hit hard.
Them in Seattle. Best defenses left, or is Denver? Yeah, Denver's kind of they're still good, but they dropped off a little bit here, just in the little bit here towards the end. Yeah, so it'd be interesting with New England too. What an opportunity for either team, knowing that Denver does have their starting quarterback out. Obviously, still got to play the games, but then you got to just what a chance for the Texans especially, right? Like I don't think they've ever made it to the AFC Championship game before. Maybe one time.
No, I think they did one.
Did they make it one time? Okay. So the Texans made it, and I would say this is their chance. This is a good chance to have a little run there and to get to the Super Bowl. So, and then what do you think? It's an NFC West Championship game, or do you think the Bears win at home against the Rams today?
I'm rooting for the Bears. I want the Bears in the NFC. I want the Texans in the AFC. I like the Bears. I don't like the Rams. Stafford's really good, obviously. It goes without saying. The defense, I think the Rams defense could be right there in the Broncos category. It was like the best defenses left.
Do you think the Rams, the Bears though their defense is not the most intimidating. So I just think Nakua, him and Stafford have been like on a roll.
But the one thing the Bears can do is get turnovers.
That's what they do. Soldier Field. Did they get it? The Bears with
it. And Stafford, it's going to be crazy.
Don't go down 14-0 like last week. Don't go for it on 4th and 1 or 4th and 4 from your own 35. Down 7-0.
What do you think of the Ben Johnson hate? I guess the way he treated Matt LaFleur has pissed all these coaches off. And I guess Mike LaFleur coaches on the Rams, which is Matt's brother, and I guess McVay and LaFleur are close.
I saw that.
Ben Johnson is public enemy number 1 in the coaching circle. It sounds like.
I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest with you. I think he just fired up after a win. I mean,
but he said stuff in press conferences that make you go, "All right, it's not right out."
I think he's trying to be hated. I think he's trying to fire up his team. He wants to make it clear he doesn't like the Packers. He doesn't want anything to do with them. And I think the fans like that. I think the fans like that, right? I think if they win today too, it's like this guy's a hero. He's calling out the people we all hate, and he's enemy number 1. It's kind of like the Al Davis effect, right? If you win, and then you're also kind of an irritator, I guess, in that sense. So
you're a hero.
This is the Bears. I don't care if the Bears do it. They they need attitude. They finally can score 30 points in a game. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, the Packers have, I mean, just bend me over and go to be my daddy. I just feel like the Packers have just crushed them the whole time, right? Like, where's Pedro Martinez when I need him? But that's just all. I just have no problem with it at all, and I think it's totally.
I don't either. I'm
understandable with that set. So that's where I'd be with.
I could see why I'd be pissed if I was other. I don't know. It would be like, all right, bud. But I get it as a coach. You're galvanizing.
But you would be pissed if you were like the other people, not maybe the guys even calling out.
No, I wouldn't care only if I was Matt LaFleur.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, how can like, oh, the coaching circle, like, oh, we're so close to this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's where I'm like, I don't know. Like,
put your big boy pants on, buddy.
Like, you hurt my brother's feelings. Like, like, I don't know. That's a little much for me.
You're right.
A little much for me in that regard. Where I'm just like, I don't understand what we're doing here at this point. That's the only thing I would question for sure. All right, so we got NFL playoffs. Jimmy, appreciate you tuning in with us this morning. Anybody else check it out? Listen, maybe not in the comments yet as well. So, all right. So, anything else NFL wise that you were take away from it? Were you happy with the announcers last night? Anything? You got Mike Tomlin. You got Harbaugh to the Giants. A lot of coaching things.
One more playoff. Why are the Niners and I guess the Seahawks don't matter. They had a bye. But why are the Niners who played on Saturday or Sunday now having to play on a Saturday? And why are the two teams played on Saturday played on Sunday? I mean, I'm not saying that's why we lost because we got dominated, but it didn't help. It makes no sense. Like, do we care about the games or do we care about, I don't know. And
I guess
he's like, oh, we watched Chicago and LA on Sunday at 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30.
And basically
that's what it came down to. I'm on a West Coast game that time. That's not the matchup that everybody wants to see. They'd rather see Bears and Rams, or supposedly that's what they wanted to see there with it. What I hear, somebody told me that I guess traditionally they do that, like the number one seeds play Saturday off the bye or something. So, but again, that's just why I don't know if that's actually true. It's just what they've said traditionally. I can't think of last year's matchups and what that was. So, in the divisional round, but that's the rumors that are going around at that side of it. So. Yeah, I agree. I think you guys got the short end of the stick there for sure. That was definitely not the best thing that would have helped you guys win at all. So,
but even the Texans play. Why are there Monday night games in the playoffs? That doesn't make any sense to put a team on like automatic short rest.
Yeah, they've been doing that though, right? For now a while.
I thought they got rid of it for a couple of years.
Not since they went to the 2 and 7. Like the 7 seed.
Is that when they brought back the Monday night game?
Yeah, that's what they did. So they try to.
I don't know. The competitive balance seems off.
They try to spread it out. They spread out offense right here to get a little bit of this NFL, man. They want to dominate every day they possibly could. If there was another day, Moon Day, they'd try to say like, we're doing that. We're gonna add a game to that day now. That's just what they do. They don't care about any of that stuff. So. Kind of a little fascinating that Harbaugh and Tomlin go in the same year. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I mean, it's time for both of them to go.
Yeah.
I feel like, Harbaugh's 62. It didn't seem like Lamar was happy. I'm not taking Harbaugh over Lamar.
Yeah.
Tomlin lost 7 straight playoff games. Like, yeah, you're led. Pittsburgh doesn't like getting rid of coaches. It's the only reason I could see them still holding on to him. But it was just time. You can't lose 7 straight playoff games and be like, oh, next year's our year.
Next year's the year. Like,
nobody's believing that. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm with you on that one. I'm kind of the same way. It just doesn't make sense to me on that regard. You know what else doesn't make sense to me? This Warriors Kuminga thing. Can they get a bag of chips for him? Is he? I mean, like.
One basketball.
What a stupid thing. So where you're like, you actually think that you're worth something. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I get the repair thing, and like, let's be honest, he might have a good year or two with the team. He might, but it's not going to be an all-star year. I'd be stunned if he ever made an all-star team. He can't shoot well enough, and he doesn't do other things on the court well enough consistently. You know what I mean? Like, if that was the case and you're playing with these other guys, whether you don't like the coach at all, whether you like the coach or not, you would think you would still perform a little bit. And he's so inconsistent. And then people are like, well, he did good in that Minnesota last 2 games. And it's like, well, I mean, somebody has to get a basket, and that's what he can do. But how much did we lose by? And that's my point with him and I just so frustrating. The Warriors handled it so bad, and so did Kuminga. Both sides handled this so bad. It was never just in the recent time. One of the dumber things the front office has done. They should have traded him like 5 years ago. Then 4 years ago, when he has nobody's going to give you anything for him. I mean, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to get anything solid for him, and so. And then he comes down and says, I want to trade. It's like, no crap. It's like, we know you want to trade, dude. Like, you guys have been having drama since the offseason. And Kerr and you guys have been at each other for like the whole damn year or 2 years now for stuff. So I'm just so frustrated with him. And it's just so annoying. And disappointed in the Warriors, the way they handled it. And just get him out of here at this point. Bring in, I don't even care who that is. He bring in at this point over here. People keep saying
basketball. I don't want him on the team.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Dallas, I heard, is rumored in some of that.
Klay Thompson back?
God, I hope not. That's not going to do anything for us, as you know. But I don't know. What happened to the Seth Curry era? Is that kind of coming to an end too?
I didn't even know he was on the team. I would, as far as like a big Warriors, like it's hard to put blame on one side because they both handled it so badly. Like you said, you're like. Kuminga wasted 5 years of his career not willing to play away his coach wanted him to play. Like he only will play one way. Like I'm only playing if I get ISOs at the mid post. Like what are we doing? And he doesn't do small things to win games. Yeah, he might score 22 and get 6 rebounds a game 1 year, but he's not gonna win. You're stuck at he kind of has what I thought Jordan Poole had maybe Jordan Poole not as much as Kuminga. Kuminga is probably the mostest player I've seen since Corey Maggette. Like you're not winning games with this guy.
Corey Maggette. Yeah, Corey Maggette. That's actually a good example of somebody. What a physique.
Yeah, give me the ball at the mid post. I'll get you 8 free throws. I'll get you 22, but we'll lose by 25.
What I see is all Sacramento, Dallas, Lakers, Bucks, Nets kind of seem to be the teams maybe interested. I think those first 2 teams are probably the most realistic between Dallas and Sacramento. I don't trade them to the Lakers. I mean, maybe actually do trade them to the Lakers. I don't know. Maybe they'll destroy the team.
Send them to the Nets.
We'll take Austin Reeves. We'll take Rich Paul or what's his name. He didn't want him. He said he's a bad. We'll take him. LeBron. He doesn't speak for me. Well, he technically is your agent, so maybe you should you don't necessarily want your agent out there saying things about your teammates. It's not the best look in the world. No. But I don't want to. We'll talk about it more when he gets traded. But just the whole thing now coming to the end where he's like, I want to trade. Just stupid, pure stupidity, in my opinion. McGurk.
How much? Who do you blame the most? Lacob, because he didn't want to trade. Like it sounded like he was like, no, we're not trading this guy for a while. And then Kerr not adapting at all, or not, and then him not adapting. So there was no I don't know who.
I ultimately would blame Kuminga the most. Got to play better.
Okay, fair enough.
I got that would be. But if then I would probably put it on Kerr a little bit, and I would say it's on the front office the most because they should have traded him earlier. They should have listened to their coach, and just if you want to keep Kerr's telling you it's not going to fit.
Yeah.
Unless you just want to be, Billy Bean and tell him to get him out there and start trading other guys, so he has to trade him and play him. I don't know. We got rid of Carlos Payton. They'd
have to get rid of everyone. Like you would start G Santos and players.
He would. But you even watch Will Richard, and Will Richard does stuff that
he does.
Kuminga to do, right? It's like that's where it's frustrating. So that would be my blame. I blame Kuminga number 1. I blame Kerr 2, or the front office 2, and Kerr 3. I think Kerr does play a role in it. Kerr did not handle him well.
No.
But the front office should have just seen it coming and traded him when they probably could have got more for him. And now they're not diddly poo for the
update. Basketballs, maybe a couple second round picks.
Keon Ellis I'm hearing about from Sacramento.
That'd be a steal for Kuminga.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but I guess they would have to take Malik Monk's 3 years, 60 million left or something like that. So it's like, I don't know. That's what those are like the rumors or something like that. I'm not sure what Dallas would. Maybe we get their big guy. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah,
he's always hurt.
I'll take him, but it's not going to take us over
he's
the
just
top.
a big TJD.
Yeah, it's not going to take us over the top whatsoever. So, got that going on NBA wise. I was going to get to anything else on your mind sports wise before I kind of get to some winners losers flashback, and I got some trivia for you too. So we're not done yet. Do you have anything else that you wanted to discuss here?
No, I think
okay. All right, I want to give you a chance this week. Logan did get my trivia baseball one this week. So he did get it. It took him a while, but he did break it down for me a little bit here on it. All right, let me get it for you here. Hit number 1, I played for 16 seasons from 1998 to 2013. It's baseball, obviously, people are not used to watching. Amassing over 2,000 hits, 104 home runs, 723 RBIs, batting .297, and starting my career in St. Louis. I'm assuming you'll need hit number 2, but I want to make it kind of lay the foundation. Obviously, solid hitter, 2,000 hits. So we're not talking Adam Kennedy here. We're talking could be a little better than Adam, I think. All right, I'm gonna go hit number 2 here for you. I won the 2006 ALCS MVP, beating the A's 4-0. I hit .529 in the ALCS while playing the infield. He had no home runs, but he did bat .529. He actually went 9 for 17 in this ALCS to beat the A's.
The A's are in the AL.
2006. Yeah, remember Maglio? He went deep. He broke our soul. Put the finishing touch on it. So this guy was the MVP of that championship series. And,
Orlando Cabrera.
You're on the right track, but no, that's not it. You're kind of in the ballpark a little bit. If you're thinking around those type of players. I hit number 3. I played for the Cardinals. He played for the Cardinals 2 different times. Played for the Angels, the Tigers, the Phillies, and then finished his career with the Marlins. He batted right-handed. He was a 2-time All-Star and won 3 Gold Gloves while playing second base mostly, maybe a little third at the time towards the end of his career. Can you think of the man here? The man, the myth, the legend. Or do you need the answer?
I played for the Cardinals, Angels, and then I went to the Tigers, went to the World Series.
Well, he didn't play. He didn't. I didn't necessarily put the teams on. I think he went Cardinals, Phillies, Tigers. I think is how he went. Or no, I think he went Cardinals, Tigers, Phillies. That's what he ended up doing. Had a good little run there with the Phillies too. It was a big part of those teams with Utley and Rollins.
Oh, what's the guy's name?
I'm going to give it to you.
No, that was a catcher.
I'm going to give it to you. It is Mr. Placido Polanco is the guy that was right.
Polanco.
You remember him, right? You remember him?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it took Logan a little while, but he was able to get that one done at the end of it. We've been doing baseball, and we've been doing our best positions. It's been fun. We started not best positions ever. We did first base, second base, and this week we did third base. We did best players at each position that we've seen. So not ever, actually that we've seen. So we've had some fun one doing second base. You should do one of them with us if you get some time. One of these we're gonna do shortstop, I think, this week. But again, just ever that we've seen. So we're not throwing Ozzy out there and stuff. So we did third baseman this week.
In person or just on TV?
No, just on TV and I couldn't put really Don Mattingly for first base because I didn't really see him play, or something like that. So I couldn't put those type of guys. So I had A-Rod, Chipper, Beltre, David Machado, Jose Ramirez, Scott Rowland, Arenado, David Wright, Longoria, and Ryan Zimmerman were the
Aramis has to be in there.
Aramis Ramirez? No, he's not on there. Mike Lowell beats him out for me.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the numbers. I thought Aramis Ramirez was better than a couple of those last guys you said.
Ryan Zimmerman, he's out.
Yeah.
Well, that's the list for me, my man. That's the list for me. So, anyways, it's kind of fun looking at it in terms of the ones that you saw. So, it's kind of fun. So we did that a little bit. Dodgers, they signed everybody in the world again. Signed Mr. Tucker, Bo Bichette to the Mets, Suarez to the Red Sox, Tigers have Scooble on there. Diamondbacks get Arenado. Giants continue to do nothing. So again, those were like a little baseball there, a little hot stove action there for you. But stuff's happening. Starting to make some moves here. We'll see what happens to Belly. But again, a little disappointed in the Giants, but I guess they need a contact hitter. So maybe Nico Horner sounds like he's the guy you guys are trying to go after.
A lot of singles.
Or Donovan. So I don't know. So it is. The Kyle Tucker thing was a little $60 million for
I think the highest annual pay.
Oh, yeah, with an opt out, and he got Mr. Only $30 million deferred, so the Dodgers did a little better on that one.
Oh, wow.
They go a full deferral in that regard. So, all right, what do you got for winner or loser of the week? Where do you want to start?
For winner, I got my Arizona men's basketball. Keep fighting, keep staying 18-0. They're going for the record in the next 2 weeks in Arizona, 21-0. Number one team in the nation. I'm excited.
Yep. Number one team. And I'd say winner for me too. I went to the Cal North Carolina game. That was actually fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good atmosphere. A lot of blue. There was a lot there, but it's kind of it wasn't like going to Bay Area games like that. It's not like this. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It's the basketball stadium, a nice little stadium there. We got to walk basically wherever we wanted to. We were at the top, basically the second to last row purposely. Nobody was around us, but you can see down. It's not like you're in the upper decks at like a Chase Center or something. So it's a little different, you know what I mean? The upper deck and just a straight bowl up type of situation. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great, a fun atmosphere, and they ended up winning. They beat North Carolina, so they get a little winner of the week there as well. Can I start us out with loser of the week? The LeBron James patch for the 23rd season. I mean, the Lakers recognize his 23rd season by making a patch for him on the thing there. I'm just like, I think I posted something.
Oh, the Lakers who are wearing it? It's not just the whole league?
No, it's just the Lakers.
God. I thought the whole league was having to wear it.
No,
Like, this is ridiculous.
That is insane. You will have to wear a LeBron James patch. He is the president.
That's what I thought it was. I was like,
just the fact you put it on the Lakers is insane to me.
No, I agree.
Kevin Willis didn't get a 21-year one with the Hawks or something like that, or you know what I mean? Like what? Well, I don't know. This is just so stupid to me. Stupid, Tyler.
It's a record.
Another loser of the week for me is how the heck do people? I mean, this is just stupid money. Why are you spending $2 million to buy a Game 6 Steph Curry jersey from 22? I mean, all you're gonna do is put it in a frame. I mean, unless you're wearing this thing around, you're buying. Somebody bought a Steph Curry Game 6 worn jersey in the 22 finals for $2.5 million. I mean, God bless you for doing it, but what do you do? Like, Tyler, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, I was wondering if you want to come over and see this laundry I bought. Like, Steph Curry's like, I just don't get like the excitement of like it's just a total like status move, right? That's all this is. I mean,
so you can put it in a man cave and go, hey, look, I have the 2022 NBA Finals Game 6 worn Stephen Curry. Cool. I could put a replica in it and look the same.
I just don't understand it whatsoever. And then I want to throw one more out there. Carson Beck, $4.8 million. Somebody asked him the other day, like, what is the question? It was like, did you have to go to class at all this week? Because I haven't been in class for 2 years. I mean, so there you go. There's your answer. College football is just in a state of disarray. Right. All right, so they got the champion. Who you go Monday, by the way? Indiana? They finished the job, or is that?
I'm rooting for Miami. I think Miami. It's going to be. I don't know. I think Indiana's going to kill them, but I hope Miami stays in it.
All right, so they got that. And then one of the loser, North Carolina, guys mentioned them with the winner of the week. They lost to Stanford and Cal. Not good start. You got to the West Coast to lose there. We're walking by. It was like, so me and the guy went with JT. He's actually a North Carolina fan. And so we're leaving the game. And like I said, there was a ton of North Carolina fans there. Mm-hmm. And this lady, like, she's like, I don't get it. We don't even show up to the last 5 minutes. Like, I would just
some North Carolina fan.
Yeah, I was like, I like the passion. I like that. She was like all pissed. She's like, we don't show up to the last 5 minutes every day.
How'd the freshman look? That's supposed to be a good NBA.
The guy from North Carolina.
Yeah.
He looked good, but I was telling him it was like he's the total type of guy where you're like he needs one more year. Like he just there lacks some moves here or there. He had the Cal trapped him a couple like really quick on the trap, and he he had a little hard time making some passes out of it. He definitely was the best athlete on the court, but I would, you know what I mean? Like it just seems like he needs another year of kind of just, but he'll probably get out. He'll probably be like, nope, I'm in the league. So we'll see what happens there. But no, he wasn't bad. So those are my losers of the week. Who do you got, T?
I got the New Orleans Pelicans. What a disaster! Like, from the Zion Williamson pick, which was supposed to change your franchise, from then on, it's just been almost like unmitigated. Just maybe they've made the playoffs once or twice, and then they're top of the draft. You trade McCollum, you get nothing back in the offseason. I don't. It's a bad roster, and you're stuck with Zion Williamson, and you don't have it. Like, you don't have a first-round pick this year either. Like, I don't know. Derek Queen's a good player, but you are in a 7-foot hole with a 3-foot ladder.
That is when they make the NBA Cup Finals a couple weeks ago. That was a couple of years ago. They got smoked by Milwaukee, so I guess that was their championship run they made there in the NBA Cup Finals with Zion there. Kuminga, can I interest you in a little Kuminga for Zion? Is there any?
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Come on, New Orleans, let's go. Let's go full in on this. Let's go.
I'd trade Kuminga and Draymond, or Kuminga and Jimmy to get Zion.
I would do too. Any other loser of the weeks besides the Pelicans at all? No. All right. So those are.
the Bo Nix injury for everybody. Just having to watch Jared Stidham next week.
Oh God, yeah, that's a big time loser of the week. Oh, big time on that one. So, all right, here's a little flashback video I got for us. A little Jay Rich action. You've seen this one time and time. The game winner against Dallas. I saw this one online. I was like, we'll get this one up on it. We haven't seen it in a little bit here.
I would think you would want to commit that foul before a guy's got a chance to make a shot.
Look out. Now you can't foul. Here's Richardson, a leading three. Oh, he got it at the buzzer. Jason Richardson has won the game for Golden State. Oh, no. The Warriors.
Oh, no.
122-121.
Mike Dunleavy. He's never jumped higher. What a moment.
What a box out by Troy Murphy on that free throw.
Troy Murphy. The hands up in the air. You can feel it. I love it. What a play. So he's there with it, man. There's one of my flashback videos of the league. I remember that game. I always remember thinking that with Dallas too, and it shows it off in that one is the loud. They always said the loud rim. I was like, my gosh, whatever that was.
Dirk would hit a jump throws.
Yeah, I was like, we got to really rub it in. The Hall of Fame's coming out this week too. The MLB Hall of Fame. So. See if Howie Kendrick can make it. He's on the list. See if he can get in there. That's just kidding. Oh, you know who you should have loser of the week too is that Eagles coach for the AJ Brown thing.
What? Oh,
for the AJ Brown. Like that wasn't very smart either.
He's I don't think he's a very good coach. I know he had Super Bowl. Good job. You have a ton of talent, and that's all you get out of it. It's embarrassing. Or Hurts is just bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. Just to make Niner fans feel hopefully a little better, let's go back to
He stumbles on the way back and fires up the middle. Pass is caught by Owens. Owens made the catch.
Where's the cow announcer?
I like John's laugh there, though.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. Guys, sorry, Tyler. I know, rough week here, but. Like you said, made it farther than you thought. Positive faith on it. The off season starts tomorrow. Are you breaking down the draft boards? Where are they going to be at?
They'll be at number 26 if the Bears win. And 26 if the Bears. I don't know. Something to do with the Bears winning or losing. They'll be at 26 or 27.
We need a little magic right there with it. So
yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you stepping up to the fire today, Big Irk, and showing up.
Fun. Haven't done the two of us in a while.
Yeah, that's been good. I'm glad we were able to get one done with it. Brian, we'll see you maybe next week. Did you a little week to recover, or maybe he drank his sorrows away last week. We haven't really. The Pacificos were flying. We got that, so we got all of that with it. So all right, well, that was a good show. have a good week this week. Maybe I'll see you out at flag football at some point too.
I'll be there.
I'll be there one way or the other. You'll be there with it. So.